The eating culture in Nairobi continues to interact heavily with global trends as international restaurants set base in the city, bringing with them tendencies such as having a restaurant week. Take a look. Nairobi's fine dining culture has evolved pretty fast in recent years, influenced by emergence of a class of people that's more keen on diversity on the plate and are willing to pay for it. Michelle Slater, general manager at Yummy Magazine, a monthly food publication, has witnessed this evolution one recipe at a time.
I think it's a very vibrant dining scene. We've got so many different types of restaurants now. You have everything from, traditional Irish pubs to, authentic Japanese restaurants to Jamaican restaurants, Nigerian restaurants as well. There are just so many different places coming up. And I think the most exciting thing about that is where the demand is being met, it then means that these restaurants have to get a little bit more creative and really give more to their consumers. So you're seeing them doing things like happy hours and discounts at certain times of the day to really get people to come in. But the restaurant scene is big.
From the entry of multinational brands such as Domino's Pizza and Kentucky Fried Chicken, to vibrancy of local outlets such as Java House and Cafe Deli, among others, the middle-class Nairobi citizen is spoiled for choice. And for restaurants, the secret to attracting diners is largely informed by location.
The location also creates a certain ambience to people. If you want a good restaurant, it's based on basically service, good service, an ambience that is created by the restaurant, which includes the service too, and the food. So first and foremost, you have to check on the ambience. It's not about attracting a certain type of clientele. It's about how you keep a good place, a good ambience. People will come and have fun and relate. Very safe place.
The main driver of the dining culture in the city is growth in spending power among citizens. Over the years, this has seen Nairobi attract some of the most popular global trends, such as having a restaurant week once a year.
So this is a concept that happens all over the world. So it happens in New York and in Paris, and we were the first ones to bring it to Nairobi. And the idea is that we speak to over 60 restaurants, and each of them have to extend a prefix menu for the price point of 1,950 bob, and you get 3 courses for that amount of money. So you'll get a starter, you get a main, and you get a dessert. The idea here is that it's group marketing. So, you've got over 60 restaurants offering the same price for a 3-course menu. So maybe where you'd kind of make your decision on where you go to eat based on maybe, can I afford this place? Or is it close enough to my home or to my office? Now it's more like I can go anywhere because everywhere costs the same amount for 10 days.
This year's Nairobi Restaurant Week ran from 26th January to 5th February with participation of both standalone establishments and high-rated hotels such as Villa Rosa Kempinski and the Tribe Hotel.
Nairobi Restaurant Week is a festival that every person in hospitality wants to be a part of. It's become like this festival that you need to be a part of. It's kind of a celebration of culinary art and service. So that's a reason that we want to be aligned with it. We also want clients who would not normally come through our doors to come and see, what we have to offer, and to also realize that with all the hospitality and luxury that comes with Tribe, we also have very reasonably priced and outstanding dishes and service and beverage to offer them.
It was very busy, as it always is. We saw a huge amount of guests coming through. We couldn't accommodate them all. We tried as many as we could, but some, unfortunately, we couldn't because there was such a huge demand for the tables during that week. So prior to Nairobi Restaurant Week, we anticipate this because this is the 4th restaurant week we've done. So we had brought in new staff, new tables, more chairs. So I'd say definitely our bookings went up a huge amount, and it was constant throughout the 10 days. Every day we were fully booked and turning people away, especially at the weekends. We're probably doing over 120 covers a day, which is a huge amount.
For the participating eateries, the 10 days opened up their businesses to new customers, leading to a boost in sales and possible brand loyalty going forward.
So sales, the margins are not so high for Nairobi Restaurant Week, but it's a volumes game. So we did a lot of people, and hopefully a lot of these people will return to become our regular customers.
We wanted to focus more on food, and I think in that way we tapped into a different genre that might not necessarily have known we have really good food. So I think for us that was a big win, because now they understand that as much as it's a great place for partying and cocktails and great draft beer, it's also a really good place for really good food.
The sales were quite good. I think we made close to 1 million shillings. And for us, that one was quite exciting because amongst Nairobi hotels, the restaurants I think have had a far much impact in terms of food than many of the big hotels. So for that to have come in at that particular time was quite good.
For businesses and other stakeholders, the Restaurant Week and indeed the constant growth of restaurant market will certainly continue to shape the dining culture in Nairobi.
I think it's definitely rising. It's on the trend. People are definitely going towards more food cultures, and they're trying to come out of their comfort box and try something different, experiment with different fusion and cultures and flavors. So I think definitely Nairobians are on the food track.
I feel like in a few years' time we could be in a position to rival the likes of Cape Town and New York and Paris and London, because the talent is there. We've got amazing chefs on the ground, and we have really passionate restaurateurs as well.